Good day, class. My name is Michael Solorzano. I'm a driver operator for the City of McKinney Fire Department. I've been with the city for 15 years and I really do enjoy it there. I've got about 15 more to go, and then you can find me in Costa Rica after that. Today we're going to learn about the straight hose roll. It's the most common hose roll in the fire service. It's used for after training purposes, after any fire incident you have, and after you test hose. It's the easiest way to roll hose up and get it back on your rig. Every firefighter must know how to roll the hose evenly with no kinks in it and with the correct coupling on the outside. Today's goal is to be able to successfully perform a straight hose roll. Your objectives today are to describe the purpose of a straight hose roll and to demonstrate the straight hose roll to me. Are there any questions? Okay, I have a small PowerPoint for y'all, and we'll do this right now. Like I said, my name is Michael Solorzano. This is my email where you can reach me, and this is my cell phone number. You can text me, call me if you have any questions about class. Please do not text or call me to come get you out of jail, because I'll leave you in there for the night. So we're talking about the straight hose roll, or AKA the donut roll. You'll hear it called the donut roll in the fire service quite a bit. In fact, I've never heard it called the straight hose roll other than in the academy. Here's a picture of what it should look like out of your ISTA book. Like I said, the straight hose roll is the simplest form of rolling hose. Here you got your female coupling on the outside and your male coupling on the inside. Nice. You see how it's nice and tight. So there are some purposes of the straight hose roll. Hose rolls are selected based on their intended use, which is in the straight roll, the male coupling is on the inside of the roll like I described to you earlier, and the female coupling is on the outside. This is so when you go to unroll the hose at any fire ground, you're unrolling it and you got your male coupling on the inside, which is going to end up opposite of you, and that way you can just go and start connecting your hose and you don't have to flip-flop it or fight with it in any way. Also, another reason, it's also used for a lot of purposes. Once you get done at a fire ground, you load it, put it on the back of your fire service, or your fire apparatus, excuse me. It doesn't take up very much room. It's just a small little donut. Stack it up on the back, or you can even stack it up inside your rig. Once you get back to your station, you wash it, unroll it, wash it, and then you can re-roll it, put it back, save it for storage, and have it ready for after your next fire. So hose roll considerations. The donut roll is the best method used in situations when the hose is going to be deployed directly for use. Like I was telling you earlier, this makes it easier for you to be able to connect your hoses when you need to extend the line, or if you got a busted hose and you need to hurry up and change it out. You already know your male's going to be on the opposite side of you and your female's going to be there. You unhook the hose that is cut or that is messed up, and then you hook it up, boom. Got your water flow back and you're ready to go again. It's also one of the ways hose is carried around on a fire ground. If it's not flaked over your shoulder, you go get an extra roll of hose out of your rig, and you're able to carry it along with you. Here's a young man right here, how to roll hose, and make sure you always have gloves on, the correct PPE. It's pretty simple, as you will find out here in a little bit. After we get done with this presentation, we're going to step outside and go and perform this. So how to roll the straight hose. First off, you're going to have it on flat ground. After you've done empty the water, or even if it's just dry, make sure it's on flat ground. Put the male coupling over into itself, onto the hose, and then you just start rolling the hose over and over each other. Once this is done, you lay it flat on the ground, tamp out any of the protruding hose around it. That way it's nice and tight, and you load it wherever you need it to go. Here's a young man right here showing us on the pictures how to do it. There you go, you see he's got his male coupling right there. Tucks it in, starts rolling the hose over each other. There he is tamping it out, making sure it's nice and tight, nothing's sticking out of the hose. And then here's the way you can carry it. Pretty much just grab the first 2 layers, tuck your fingers in, and boom. It's just like carrying a duffel bag. So you can carry 2 rolls of hose with your pack, and you can also carry a tool if you got big hands. You can carry a lot of stuff with this. It's pretty easy to carry around, it's not too heavy, and it's very maneuverable. Here's a picture of some nice, this is actually pretty nice, tight, tamped out roll. You see how it's all just nice and flat, looks very tight. Got your male coupling on the inside. This is my student here, Mr. Firefighter Hollerman. He is going to show how to properly roll a straight hose roll. Go ahead.
All right, so first we've unrolled it on a clean surface, lay it straight out. First thing you're going to do is start the male coupling. Just fold that over and start rolling in a straight line. Keeping it tight and straight as you roll. Main thing is keeping it as tight as possible.
Why do we keep it tight?
That way when you deploy the hose, you're not having any kinks or loose ends. It just comes out nice and straight for you. Alright, once you get to the end, just lay it flat. Give it a little stomp, get any protrusions out. Should have a nice flat straight roll right there.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Hollerman. All right, so everybody did a good job rolling the hose, making sure it was on the flat ground and stuff like that. So I have some questions for y'all today. Miss Wright, what is the most common type of roll?
The straight hose roll.
All right, that's correct. And Miss Rodriguez, what are the uses of the straight hose roll?
To load on the back of the apparatus, return to quarters following an incident for washing, place hose in storage, and loading of the Minuteman load.
Oh yes, that's another load. Yes, you will learn that at a later day in class. Miss Garcia, what is the purpose of the male coupling on the outside of the hose?
The male coupling on the outside indicates the hose may be damaged or requires further inspection.
That is correct. So remember that, class, anytime you have something that is broken or the hose is cut, your couplings are messed up for some reason, you always roll it with the male in on the outside. That way the next person or next shift that comes in knows that, hey, something's wrong with this hose, it needs to be tagged and put out of service. All right, so that's almost everything for today. All I got is a summary for today, which is the most, like I said earlier, the most common hose roll that's used in the fire service is the straight hose roll, or AKA donut roll, which you'll hear it called when you do get a job. Also, the other thing that's used for the straight hose roll is used for storage purposes, easy loading onto the apparatus after a fire incident or after any training exercises or testing. That's all I have for y'all today, class. My name is Michael Solorzano. Like I said, I had it up there. Here is my info for y'all. I have my info for y'all in case you need to call me at any point in time, or if you have any kind of questions or anything you need for class. Just give me a holler, Michael Solorzano or msolorzano at McKinneyTexas.org, and my number is 254-205-5979. All right, y'all have a good day. Dismissed.